High Tides, we hope you had a great President's Day weekend. Presidents throughout the years had interesting hairstyles, and with more women getting involved into politics, we see the rise of a new hairstyle.
Female politicians have to put more effort on how to dress and the style of their hair. Only 23% of women are politicians. In order to present themselves as a dependable, no-nonsense, tough person, they tend to display it through a hairstyle called the bob. The bob, short for political bob, is the powerful haircut du jour for female leaders. According to the Daily Mail, the feathery, usually blonde, swept-back look is being used by female polis to prove they mean business. Versions of it are worn by everyone, like Theresa May, Hillary Clinton, Margaret Thatcher, and Angela Merkel. Usually male politicians use a comb-over hairstyle to represent power or control. This style is worn by powerful male leaders like Putin, Tony Blair, Ed Balls, Gordon Brown, and Donald Trump. A hairstyle can have an immense impact on the representation of an individual. According to an international celebrity hairdresser, the first thing people think about at a ballot box is a candidate's hair. Having too much on the top gives off an air of inexperience. Curls are a no-no. You want a neat side sweep to say, hey, I'm in control, and a creepy widow's peak to say, I've been here for a while.
You've probably never considered hairstyles to be an important factor of voting. Speaking of voting, it's Oscar season, High Tides. Let's roll our lights and cameras towards the nominations.
Hi High Tides, here are some Oscar nominations for this year's Oscars. Movies that are nominated for Best Picture are Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, The Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice. The nominations for Best Actress are Melissa McCarthy, Can You Ever Forgive Me? Lady Gaga, A Star is Born. Yalitza Aparicio, Roma. Glenn Close, The Wife. Olivia Colman, The Favorite. Nominations for Best Actor are Christian Bale for Vice, Bradley Cooper for A Star is Born, Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Viggo Mortensen, The Green Book.
The Best Picture Awards is going to be the greatest of the night, and one of the nominations stands out from the others. The first in its genre, and the highest grossing films in the past year.
Shuri! Turn on the train on the bottom track.
The stabilizers won't deactivate your suit. You won't have protection.
Neither will he.
Black Panther made history January 22nd when it was nominated for 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Black Panther is now the first superhero movie ever to be nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. This took everyone by surprise since no one ever thought that superhero movies would be ever be able to be nominated for Best Picture. One of Marvel's executive producers, Nate Moore, said, "I don't think that at any point in the process did we feel like this could be an awards movie, but we did feel like this could have depth in a way that our movies don't always do." The movie will be going up against Black KKK Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, A Star is Born, and Vice for the title at the Oscars February 24th. With the $1.3 billion that Black Panther made from its release in the box offices, hopefully we'll be able to see Black Panther break through again and win Best Picture.
Black Panther will most likely get the huge piece of the awards. The show is long though, so you'll need something to munch on while watching. We have a recommendation.
Italy is known for their famous margherita pizza, but the delicious flatbread was invented before that. In the ancient Middle East times, the Greeks, Egyptians, Armenians, Israelis, and Babylonians started cooking flatbread in the mud ovens. They topped the bread with olive oil and spices, also known as focaccia. This food was very convenient for working men and their families. Tomatoes were then brought to Europe from Peru in 1522 during the New World. They were thought of being poisonous, so they went to the poor people of Naples, Italy. They then put the tomatoes in their yeast dough, which made the first simple pizza. Before, working men only had flour, olive oil, lard, cheese, and herbs, so when Neapolitan pies came around, they were proclaimed the best. Just like today, the early citizens of Naples topped their pizzas with tomatoes, cheese, oil, anchovies, and garlic. When Queen Margherita of Italy went to Naples in 1861, she wanted to try an assortment of pizzas. Her favorite was the one dressed like the Italian flag, pizza mozzarella with its white cheese, red tomatoes, and green basil. Once the people on the streets of Italy heard that the Queen was in love with the pie, the once known pizza mozzarella took on the name Pizza Margherita. Then on, when immigrants to the United States came with their pizzas, it began to fascinate Americans. Gennaro Lombardi opened Lombardi's Pizzeria in 1905, the first documented pizzeria in the United States licensed to sell pizza. After World War II, pizza increased in popularity and different types of pizzas were made. Some include the original Neapolitan pizza, Chicago pizza, New York style pizza, Sicilian pizza, Greek pizza, and the California pizza. But the different toppings and styles of pizza are endless. One of the best pizza places in Miami is Harry's Pizzeria. Their delicious menu contains real healthy pizza that most pizzerias don't have. They have a variety of pizzas such as short rib, mushroom, bacon, slow roasted pork, kale, pesto, and what everyone loves, margarita. Overall, the famous margarita will always be the mother of all pizzas.
All this talk about pizza is making me hungry. Hungry for questions.
DC.
Marvel.
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 Reading a book.
Watching a movie. Oh, reading a book for sure.
Watching a movie. Books are boring.
Watching a movie. Watching a movie.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yes.
In a sense, because you have to like campaign for the Oscars, and like these big studios have such a big advantage compared to these little art house studios.
Yes.
I don't care, because Oscars are bad.
Harry Potter.
Star Wars, easily.
None.
Star Wars.
Oh, Harry.
Harry Potter. Star Wars. Star Wars. Harry Potter from watching a marathon. 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars are awful.
A lot of people think that the Oscars are rigged, but I'll tell you what isn't rigged, High Tides. Your vote.
Portuguese program at Beach High has been established since 1996. So we're talking about 23 years of Portuguese being taught, and then within these 23 years, more than 5,000 students have been taught Brazilian culture in such a fun and creative way. They participate in contests where they get money, awards, they do culinary projects, they go on field trips, they interact with the Brazilian community where they can get community service hours and be really on the field and be able to learn Portuguese. Even they are invited and get credentials to the Brazilian Film Festival here in Miami Beach. That's why I'm asking you to please vote on the Portuguese program for the Folks Brazil Awards. So how can you vote? How can you participate? All you have to do is access the link down here and put your name, put your email, and then go to category number 14, which is my organization, American Organization of Teachers of Portuguese, which also is being nominated for Brazilian institution that promotes Portuguese language in South Florida. And also scroll down to category number 16, which is the Portuguese program in South Florida that promotes Portuguese. So that would be Miami Beach Senior High School. Again, 14, AOTP, American Organization of Teachers of Portuguese, which is the organization that I founded, non-profit. And number 16, the Portuguese program at Miami Beach Senior High School. After that, you put a security code that they're gonna give you, and then you click vote, and that's done.
A lot of voting has been going down this week, from the Oscars to Portuguese programs. Whatever the turnout is, we hope that you use your democratic powers to shape the world. Have a good weekend, High Tides.